Are you feeling overwhelmed and stressed? And you want to get back to your joy and relieving the stress? This video is for you. Hello and welcome back to Messages of Love and Peace. My name is Carolina Duarte. I am a book author and a motivational speaker. And this channel is all about positivity, growing spiritually, finding your joy, and leaving aside of the negativity that the world sometimes brings to our lives. If this is something you're interested, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button so you don't miss any videos. So let me get right into today's topic. Feeling overwhelmed and stressed has become something so popular, unfortunately, and with all the things that are happening in the world, it's just easier and easier to become more overwhelmed. We are overwhelmed for whatever is outside of our own lives and is just going on around the world. And we also have our own little things and big things that are going on in our lives that makes things feel overwhelming. But today I'm going to give you 3 tips on how you can relieve that feeling of overwhelming, relieve the stress, relieve yourself from feeling overwhelmed, and welcome again your joy and just relax a little bit. These 3 tips, you can do them probably in the middle. You can do them at any time of the day or any point of your life. You can just sit and do these 3 things. The first step is to breathe. And that sounds pretty obvious because we all have to breathe, right? But I'm talking about taking the time to do 3 deep inhalations and exhalations and just being mindful of your breathing. It will be something like this. You hold and you exhale. When you inhale, you lift your body up a little bit, and when you exhale, you kind of let things down. And when you do that, you feel a relief. You inhale and you exhale. And just the fact of moving your body that way helps you feel a sense of relief. And also gives you mindfulness about your breathing. That's a way to, just for a few seconds, lose the connection from whatever else is going on in our lives and focus only in our breathing. So I suggest you count to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 until whatever you can while you're breathing. Hold it for 1, 2, 3 seconds and slowly exhale. When you do this short breathing exercise, you will notice that your body will feel a little bit more relaxed. Your mind will be a little bit more focused on one thing rather than 1,000 different things. And by the end of your breathing exercise, you will feel a little bit more relaxed and relieved. The second step is to focus on something that is inspiring to you. I love to focus on nature, and this is something I encourage you to do. If you can just stick your head out of the window and focus on the sky. That's what I usually do. I like to go on the balcony or just on a window and just look at the sky and how peaceful it is. If you take literally 30 seconds to 1 minute just to stare at the sky, look at the shapes of the clouds, look at the blue of the sky, and if it's gray and it's clouded, look how beautiful a cloudy day could be. Focus on that for 30 seconds to a minute. And if you don't have a sky to look at or you prefer to look at something else, then focus on whatever brings you inspiration. It could be something from nature, it could be a tree, it could be a plant, a flower, whatever brings you peace and joy. And while you're looking at it, smile, and just focus entirely on the shape, the colors, and whatever that thing that you're looking at brings you. How peaceful it makes you feel. Once you're done with that part, you go to step number 3, which is reminding yourself that God is in control. That regardless of whatever is happening in your life, whatever is making you feel overwhelmed, He can take care of it. And ask Him to bring you peace, to make you feel peaceful. I usually like to close my eyes and say, God, I trust you. You are in control. This too shall pass. Please help me find peace. Please help me relieve all the stress that I'm currently feeling, and let me find peace. And just repeat that if possible out loud and truly feel it in your heart. Truly feel that God is in control, that He is the one holding your hand throughout whatever you're going through in this moment. And once you choose what you're going to say, could be either a repetitive phrase or just talking to God. Whatever it is you decide to say, to do, take your time. Don't rush it. Take the time to really focus on finding peace and asking God to send you that peace. And that is all this. I hope they help you to find peace and to feel less overwhelmed and stressed. And I believe that if you try to do this at least once a day, and the seasons that you're feeling overwhelmed, maybe it's just one day that you're feeling overwhelmed, or you've been feeling overwhelmed for a while, do it as many times as you can. And I know that you will find that peace, and that will help you release the stress and feel less overwhelmed, more joyful and peaceful. If you decide to follow any of these steps or all these steps, I would love to hear from you. So don't hesitate to leave a comment below. For next week, I will have a meditation on how to relieve stress. That will be a 10 to 15 minute meditation that you can do at any time during the day to unwind yourself and really feel peaceful and unplug yourself from everything that's going on to find your inner peace. If this is something you're interested, subscribe and hit the bell button so you will be notified when that video is coming up. Bye and see you next week. Feel that God